Hello, Varshil here and welcome to a new video. So in today's video I am going to be talking about the top 5 aquarium fish to keep for a saltwater aquarium. So saltwater aquariums are really interesting and fun part of the aquarium hobby, and I think everybody should give it a try, especially the people who have done freshwater for a long time and are looking for something new. So number 5, any sort of damselfish. So damselfish are really hardy and can come in a lot of shapes and sizes and are perfect for something like a 30-gallon, but that may differ from species to species. The only reason they are so high on this list is that they are really aggressive and they are kind of, well, bullies. So try to keep them with fish that can handle aggression. So if you can do that, then damselfish are really easy and hardy to keep and will amaze you. Try the yellowtail blue damsel, which is my favorite damsel and is supposedly the least aggressive of the damsels, excluding clownfish and green chromis, because they're still damsels scientifically, but they're not as aggressive. Number 4, watchman gobies. So watchman gobies are really hardy fish which need sand but can do well in tanks like 10 gallons, 20 gallons, 30 gallons, and of course bigger is always better. So watchman gobies are really fun to keep, especially because they dig around and shift the sand and eat all the uneaten food. In my opinion, you can get the best out of your watchman goby by pairing it with a pistol shrimp. So pistol shrimp are really good at digging holes in the sand, and watchman gobies live inside holes in the sand. But pistol shrimp have a lot of predators. So basically watchman gobies and pistol shrimp pair up to basically follow each other until they find a perfect spot. Then the shrimp digs while the watchman goby acts like, well, a watchman and looks out for predators, and they get a nice home together. If there's any predator, the watchman goby just flicks its tail and both of them just go running inside. Number 3, green chromis. So green chromis is a really interesting and fun schooling fish for a reef tank, which is not that hardy in my opinion, but it's really colorful, and a beginner with a bit of experience can definitely keep green chromis, especially if they have a bit of background in freshwater tanks and know the nitrogen cycle quite a bit. Green chromis like to stay in schools, but well, you can keep them really in any number because of this. A 20-gallon tank would be minimal for this fish. Number 2, any kind of dwarf angelfish. So dwarf angelfish, like any other fish on this list, are really hardy and can be kept in something like a 20-gallon tank, but that's just the plain minimum. Ideally something like a 40-50 gallon tank would be good, and sometimes even bigger depending on the species. But in my opinion, they are really colorful, and especially the flame angelfish, or if you want something blue, the coral beauty angelfish. They are really hardy and can do good in something like a 30-gallon tank. they have a reputation of being coral killers. I don't know anything about that because I have no experience in corals. So do research on them some other place if you want to keep angelfish. Number 1, the easiest saltwater fish that you can keep is any species of Ocellaris or Percula clownfish. So clownfish are by far the easiest species of fish you can keep, and they are really popular because of the movie Finding Nemo, but they need to have at least 20 gallons of space, and they're at the same time, well, still fish. You need to take care of them and you can't just leave them in a saltwater tank. They'll be sleeping for a long time then. Clownfish have also been captive bred, which is basically taking them from the ocean and, well, breeding them in sustainable numbers on land. Well, not on land in saltwater aquariums, because on land again. So clownfish do really interesting stuff when kept with anemones, but in my opinion anemones are not for beginners, so I am not going to focus on them for this list, but one thing on them is coming soon. So yeah, they also come in a lot of different shapes and sizes like the maroons and all, but the main difference between Ocellaris and Percula is that Ocellaris has 11 spines on its back and Percula clownfish has 10. Except from that, their care is just the same. The care isn't even different by an inch. Anyways, before I confuse you more, I am going to end this video. Like, share and subscribe. Until the next time, peace out.